أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Today we're going to be reading the Tafseer of Surat al-Ma'un. This is chapter 107 of the Quran. We're going to be reading from Tafseer ibn Kathir. Bismillah. Have you seen him who denies ad-deen, and that is he who opposes the orphan, and urges not the feeding of al-miskin? So woe unto those performers of salah, those who with their salah are sahun, those who do good deeds only to be seen, and withhold ma'un. Allah says, O Muhammad, have you seen the one who denies the deen? Here the word deen means the hereafter, and the final reward. That is he who repulses the orphan, meaning he is the one who oppresses the orphan and does not give him his just due. He does not feed him, nor is he kind to him, and urges not the feeding of al-miskin. This is as Allah says, Nay, but you treat not the orphans with kindness and generosity, and urge not one another on the feeding of al-miskin, meaning the poor man who has nothing to sustain him and suffice his needs. Then Allah says, So woe unto those performers of salah, those who with their salah are sahun. Ibn Abbas and others have said, this means the hypocrites who pray in public but do not pray in private. Thus Allah says, unto those performers of salah. They are those people who pray and adhere to the prayer, yet they are mindless of it. This may either be referring to its act entirely, as Ibn Abbas said, or it may be referring to performing it in its stipulated time that has been legislated Islamically. This means that the person prays it completely outside of its time. This was said by Masruq and Abu ad-Duha. Ata ibn Dinar said, all praise is due to Allah, the one who said, with their salah are sahun. He did not say, those who are absent-minded in their prayer. It could also mean the first time of the prayer, which means they always delay it until the end of its time, or they usually do so. It may also refer to not fulfilling its pillars and conditions, and in the required manner. It could also mean performing it with humility and contemplation of its meaning. The wording of the ayah comprises all of these meanings. However, whoever has any characteristic of this that we have mentioned, then a portion of this ayah applies to him. And whoever has all of these characteristics, then he has completed his share of this ayah, and the hypocrisy of actions is fulfilled in him. This is just as is confirmed in the two Sahihs, that the Messenger of Allah said, this is the prayer of the hypocrite. This is the prayer of the hypocrite. This is the prayer of the hypocrite. He sits watching the sun until it is between the two horns of shaitan. Then he stands and pecks for a cat, and he does not remember Allah in them except very little. This hadith is describing the end of time for the Asr prayer, which is the middle prayer as is confirmed by hadith. This is the time in which it is disliked to pray. This person stands to pray it, pecking in it like the pecking of a crow. He does not have the tranquility or humility in it at all. Thus the Prophet said, he does not remember Allah in them except very little. He probably only stands to pray it so that the people will see him praying and not seeking the face of Allah. This is just as if he did not pray at all. Allah says, verily the hypocrites seek to deceive Allah, but it is He who deceives them. And when they stand up with laziness and to be seen of men, and they do not remember Allah but little. And Allah says here, those who do good deeds only to be seen. Imam Ahmad recorded from Ammar bin Murad, he said, we were sitting with Abu Ubaidah when the people mentioned showing off. A man known as Abu Yazid said, I heard Abdullah bin Umar saying that the Messenger of Allah said, whoever tries to make the people hear of his deed, Allah, the one who hears his creation, will hear it and make him despised and degraded. From what is related to his statement, those who do good deeds only to be seen, is that whoever does a deed solely for Allah, but the people come to know about it and he is pleased with that, then does not consider showing off. Allah says, and withhold al-ma'un. This means that they do not worship their Lord well, nor do they treat His creation well. They do not even lend that which others may benefit from and be helped by, even though the object will remain intact and be returned to them. These people are even stingier when it comes to giving zakat and different types of charity that bring one closer to Allah. Al-Mas'udi narrated from Salama bin Kuhail, who reported from Abu al-Ubaidin, that he asked Ibn Mas'ud about Al-Ma'un, and he said, It is what the people give to each other, like an axe, a pot, a bucket, or similar items. This is the end of Tafseer Surat Al-Ma'un. All praise and thanks are due to Allah. Inshallah, you gained as much benefit from this tafsir as I did. Ma'asallah, my brothers and sisters.